Hello people of the internet, Fantastic Mr. S here again, and you're watching Dangerously Rockin' Reviews! Many years ago, there came a great phenomenon. A song so fast and so powerful that it shook the earth and brought everyone to its knees. You had never heard a song like this in your entire life. It was one of the greatest... hell, you know what I'm getting at. This one's called Through the Fire and Flames by Dragon Force. Yep, everyone that's ever played Guitar Hero is probably familiar with this beast of a track. It was the last song on Guitar Hero 3's setlist, and by far the most difficult to beat. Nearly impossible if you ask me. I mean, just look at how many notes there are on this thing. You'd have to be Ingwe Malmsteen to hit half of them, and that's just on medium difficulty. But that's part of what made Through the Fire and Flames so amazing. I mean, I had never heard that many notes be played in a rock song before. I mean, sure, it wasn't really anything new, but still, it was my first taste of anything like that, and, well, if I hadn't heard it, it's new to me. The sound is also spectacular. And I mean mind-blowingly spectacular. It's a big, big sound, like massive. Freebird ain't got nothing on this. At least, in terms of its sound. It feels like you're traveling through a cloudy, blood-red sky on some fantastical flying machine, as imagined by a Renaissance-era person. That kind of sound takes a great imagination to pull off. Probably as much as it takes skill to play all those goddamn notes. And it's not just coming from the speed it's playing at, it's also coming from the two lead guitars, which are played in harmony most of the time. See, this is what I love about twin guitar harmonies. They add depth to the guitar sound to make it feel more intriguing. I mean, as much as I love guitar solos, they've been done in so many songs that they've now lost their novelty value. The twin guitar harmony may have been done before too, but as long as you can do something clever with it, I'm totally fine with it. And Dragon Force's guitar sound definitely feels fresh to me. Some people have even gone as far as to call it Nintendo metal, which I totally get. I mean, it's not just the guitars that give it that awesome vibe, but also the synthesizer sounds on the bottom of it.
On a cold winter morning, in the time before the light, in flames of death's eternal rain.
That's gotta be one of the best uses of the synthesizers. Not just in the era it came out of, although, let's face it, there's not much competition on that front, but in the history of music. Also, you know how I hate those whoa-oh vowel chants that singers like to use these days? Well, this is one of the few times in the 21st century where they actually work. In fact, they help to make the song more epic than it already is. And while we're on the subject, I think the most epic part of the song, other than the guitar sounds, would have to be the bridge. Why? Well, look, I can't explain everything. Just have a listen to this and find out for yourself.
We fought so hard, now can we understand how great the seal of this curse if I possibly can.
But I will say this. ZP Thart, who was their lead singer at the time, puts on a breathtaking performance here. There's not really much to say about that, because, come on, most songs that I love have great singing and playing anyway. But just know that his presence in Dragon Force will be forever missed. Unless he decides to reunite with them one day, but for now, he's still missed. The only problem I have with Through the Fire and Flames is that its novelty value is kinda lost. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still a phenomenal song, kinda like Welcome to the Jungle. But yeah, it's been used in countless other video games and media since then. It just kills the impact that it once had. I mean, you could argue the same thing for songs like Freebird or Painkiller, but those songs came out and made a huge impact on the music world long before Guitar Hero ever came to be. Most people only know of the song from Guitar Hero. That's probably the first thing they think of when they hear Through the Fire and Flames. I mean, it's the most difficult song on the game, which is what made it so popular to begin with. But disregarding all that, the song is still an experience of epic proportions. Dragon Force have really outdone themselves, and most of their contemporaries when it comes to revolutionizing metal. Their sound is big and grand, the vocals are amazing, and best of all, when you put the two guitars together, you got the ultimate guitar surrealness. It's not only one of my favorite songs of all time, but also the last of the great rock songs from a new artist to come out. Unless you count this. I think you guys already know that this is coming, but yeah, epic win. Epic win! I'm the fantastic Mr. S, and you're watching Dangerously Rockin' Reviews!